Howdy folks, this is Uncle Bill.
And I'm a Creepy Kentuckian.
And we're here at the Louisville Fright Night Film Fest, and this is Charles Pogue, master screenwriter, and we're going to do a little interview with him here. And you've worked with a lot of pretty wonderful directors, and I was just curious about working with Cronenberg and the
well, you know, I didn't actually work with Cronenberg. This is who is a wonderful director, but you know, it's when he came on the fly to rewrite my script. He came on and he rewrites himself. So when I was on to other projects, so I never met him. And about, I guess, a month after the movie had been released, The Fly had been released, I got a call from our producer Stuart Kornfeld, and he said, "Would you like to meet David Cronenberg?" And I went, "Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, we've got a hit movie. I suppose that'd be nice." So we went and met in a bar, and he's very nice and extremely smart and oddly normal for a guy, you know, who comes up with the stuff he comes up with. But you know, I've been accused of that too. So, but we had a very nice time, and he does look like the gynecologist everybody says he looks like.
He does.
I know you also wrote Psycho 3.
Psycho 3, yeah.
Which Anthony Perkins directed.
Yeah.
Was that one of his first films?
It was, I think, maybe the first film he'd ever directed. You know, there was some question about that when he started, you know, whether they were going to let him direct, and he liked the script so much, and I was fine with it because he's also a very smart man, and so smart that he's scary.
Yeah.
He's scary in a good way, not a bad way, but he was a delight to work with, and it was just one of the most pleasant experiences I've ever had working with someone. Yeah, I mean, we get along very well. We had one disagreement, which was we at the end in the original script I had him kill Diana Scarwood. I'm probably giving away the end here, but who was his love interest in it, and Tony says, "Oh no, Norman never kills, only Mother kills." And I said, and I was trying to explain that through the progression of the plot that Norman couldn't distinguish anymore. You know, he couldn't tell when he wasn't Mother and when he wasn't Norman, but we came up. So it was our one disagreement. I wouldn't even call it a disagreement. It was like two guys in an old coward play, sort of very calmly debating the aesthetics of it, and we came up with a compromise we both liked. It was all very civilized and worked out well, and he was just a delightful fellow.
Did you get to go on set?
I was on set for Psycho all the time. Yeah, I was, because they were shooting it right there on the back lot, and so I was over there every day, and every time the tour tram would go by, Norman would say, "Smile, wave, butts in the seats, you know." So it was, it was a lot of fun. Actually, I had a picture taken for People magazine sitting in the bathtub in the house.
Now, are you a fan of horror films at all?
I am. I mean, actually, I like a lot of horror films. I like the kind of films that I've done. I mean, basically these things where they're kind of Jekyll Hyde personalities, where your protagonist is also your antagonist, and I'm a great fan of Victorian horror. I collect some of that and things like that. I always say that great horror is about either sexual or emotional repression. So, and that's the Victorians. That's why the Victorians are so good at it, because you can't find more sexually, emotionally repressed people than that. But so I watch a few. Yeah.
Cool.
So to my knowledge, this is one, if not the first, convention appearance that you've made, right?
I've done a lot of screenwriting seminars, which are very different than I've never done one of these things where you sit at a table and hawk your wares, and sell your scripts and your posters.
What's your opinion?
Yeah,
I had a great time. I had a terrific time. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
There'll be a lot of interesting people.
a lot of interesting people, and saw some interesting movies.
Were there any interesting requests that you had? I know a lot of people get.
Not really any interesting request. No one was asking me to sign, anatomy or anything like that. Although, it's lovely seeing a lot of the Scream Queens, who seem very uninhibited in terms of, I'm going to go get a tattoo, and I'll, announcing it, and come over and watch me get a tattoo on my butt, and why not?
The crowd comes, yeah.
I sat next to Jennifer Delora, and
Oh, yeah.
so I was getting all kinds of lovely sights all afternoon. It was
So do
great.
you think you may be doing more in the future?
Oh yeah, I would love to do some more of these. These are fun.
Cool.
Fun. Yeah, it was a lot of kicks.
Awesome. Well, we'd like to thank you for doing the interview,
My pleasure.
and remind everybody to check out our show over at DEADPIT.
.com.